Whether it's actually working or not is a whole nother thing. We'll see, I guess, in a minute. Just hold on while I'm checking a couple things. Just to make sure things are working correctly. I feel like there's always something I have to do during whatchamacallit, YouTube streams for some odd reason. But that's totally fine. It's all part of it. I think it's all part of it. Hi there, friends. I guess it's working. I think it's working. Hi there, friends. Yep, it seems to be working. Beautiful. Okay. I would think by now that I would, be better about the streaming thing, considering I've been doing it for a while, but every once in a while I still have issues. Hi friends, how you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're all doing great. Apologies for the late start. I just there's always so much setup that needs to kind of go along when I'm trying to make this stuff, I guess, work. So it's here's what the plan is today. I'm kind of going a little bit off script today. It's been a bit since I've even streamed as it is, but I want to go through a lot of some of Epic stuff today, I guess, is the major thing. There's been re-releases of the first two whatchamacallit, sagas, and part of what I really wanted to do today was going to be to, go through them. So I got to put a few more pings and stuff on before we really get started. And I have my own food coming to kind of, continue going through the things and the stuffs and, all the things going on. I'm bad with talking today, which is bad for a live stream, I know. It sounds ridiculous that we're working on this right now, but what I want to do is just listen through the two new things, and by things I mean re-released albums, and at least kind of compare and contrast them to the older ones of what we were working with. So we'll just kind of have some fun in here, and I'm sure you all have already listened to it 30,000 times because I'm a week late to this part for me, but I figured it'd be fun to kind of do it this way as compared to what I've typically done it in the past. And also, hello, Rack, hello, Dominique, hello, Leanne. I can actually read chat this time as I go forward and try to go through things. I'm just putting out one or two more quick things before we get started, but I hope you're going to kind of enjoy at least the ramblings of Bard as we listen to the original versions of each of the songs and then the re-release versions. I haven't decided if I'm going to go through any animatics yet. I'm just going to kind of go off the cuff, I guess, is the best way to put it. I've been in a musical all week, so my brain has been a little bit all over the place. So don't mind me if I'm a little bit distracted. A lot of what I can hear in my head today happens to be stuff from Something Rotten, as that is the show that I am currently playing with. We had our opening night last night, which everything went super well with it, and everyone and the cast and everything was super psyched and hyped for how everything went for there. So it went well. It's that is such a huge you made it. It's such a huge musical to kind of go through there that I had a lot of fun just playing through in a pit and being part of there, because when you're actually playing the performances as compared to everything else, it is kind of a different kind of concept, which is cool. Hello, Kel. Hello, Zellian. I'm sorry if I'm saying names wrong. But yeah, I don't even know how long this stream is going to be. I want to hear the differences between what we've gone and what we or what the past was and what the present was. I'm assuming most of this is going to be audio, unless I actually physically pull up the animatics. You don't think it's possible to say your name wrong? It probably is not, Cal. It probably is not. It's very easy to say your name, which is a good thing. It's just nice to have everyone kind of up and around again. So, you're gonna say about 2 hours. I mean, if you think that's what it'll take, cool, cool. I've not really heard the re-releases, so it'll be kind of cool and interesting to kind of see that. And I figured, what better way to kind of talk about this than to do it this way. The original live stream would definitely want to hear what your person. Okay, yeah, no. I haven't actually watched the live stream myself. I might save that for another video coming up at one point or another, because I think I've at least found a way to get access to it. So, or at least I think somebody provided it on one of them. So, on one of the videos, it might have been the Thunder Saga video. It's, man, trying to do this unscripted makes my brain go crazy. Or at least without like a plan in motion from here. But improvisation is the fun thing, right? Right, guys? Improvisation's the fun thing. Let me open up Spotify, because Spotify, I think, has the new tracks in there, if I remember correctly. I might have accidentally heard at least one of them without realizing it, just because that's a lot of... because I didn't realize Spotify immediately, like, whatchamacallit, put up the new ones, like, immediately, and kind of was like, oh, boy. As we could use that, some might... Okay. Maybe it'll be something that I have to contact to kind of get through here. But I know Spotify has the new ones up, which is exactly what I'm kind of aiming for, so... Yeah, that's all right. Again, welcome in. This is kind of one of those scuffs. We're going to see what happens, and then this will be on YouTube anyway after, so peeps can end up listening to everything that I go through and do all the stuffs and things. I figured the best way to approach this is to listen to the entirety of each of the tracks. 8 seconds from some animatics from the live stream. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool that they have like some 8 seconds from there. I know Scylla, still can't say names like normal. I know that one just got a animatic. I don't know if it's 100% complete yet. I'm waiting for a couple more to be built up before I make videos reacting to some of the animatics. Including like reacting to the live stream and things like that, because that's one of the major things I want to do. But again, this is mainly going to be me and you all listening to stuff. I have to see, because The Horse and the Infant's the first one that we're going to go through. They're all incredible so far. Oh my gosh, I've been so excited to eventually hear it. So this must be the new one. So I'm trying to think, like, probably the animatics that I've already made are going to have the original soundtrack on them, while the official ones on Spotify will probably have the new version. That's at least what I'm, like, expecting. Scylla like silly. Thank you. Crash Night's one of your favorites. Nice. So, I mean, I guess we could relook at the animatics as well if we really wanted to for these. I did see that Jorge made a playlist, which is kind of like amazing to kind of have all of that like in one spot. That'll make things like easier and everything. So I'm guessing, yeah, like the animatics that we've already watched. Hi there. Hi. I've just started. I legit just started because I was trying to get things set and situated here. I was playing Baldur's Gate with a friend before this, and I'm sure it'll happen once they're done making all the Thunderbringer animatics. Okay. Was I just gonna watch the live? I don't remember how I said I was gonna do this. If that's what I was just gonna do, like we never really discussed how I was gonna do this. So, the only thing I really had thought of doing was to listen to the original and then listen to the concept, or listen to like the old version, then listen to the new one. Since I do have Spotify with the new ones, it's a matter of just grabbing the old ones. I wasn't expecting to do I'm trying to think. Like, I didn't think this was... Were we actually going to do the live stream for this? I don't remember. I don't remember, because we didn't fully talk about this. See, this is what I get for trying to go off the rails and not being... I was just going to watch a replay. That's boring! Oh. Ugh. I had this whole other idea in mind now, but maybe... Does the live actually do the original soundtracks on there, or they only do the updated ones? I guess that's what I'm more curious about, because I kind of had another thing entirely in mind for this now, as I was more thinking about this week and going from there. It doesn't... Because what I really wanted to do with this was a compare and contrast aspect to this, of listening to the old audio and then listening to the updated audio, at least for the first two sagas. No, I know. I know, which I totally understand that concept from there. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to end up doing this, because I do want to hear just... I want to know how to really compare it at this point, as I almost feel like I needed a refresher of going through here before. No, I know the old ones cannot be uploaded, but the animatics still have the old ones too, which are at least the older ones that were released, which is what my initial idea was. That, or I could just listen to the new ones and do a re-analysis of it. So thank you. That's what I was thinking of, going through at least some of the old animatics, and then yeah, I have the stream. I do. It's in my DMs. We were able to, I think, catch it before. Yeah, we were able to catch it before, so I do have the live stream. So it's how long is the live stream itself? Because I'm only really planning on going through just the first two sagas today, and not doing the entirety of the live stream. I figured the live stream could be used for another thing, but I don't know. Now my brain is all like confused on what the original thing was, on what I want to do here. So, oh, thank you. I appreciate it. The Hades 2 one is not, obviously not as crazy as the epic ones have been, but it's you know, we have fun with it. I like listening to music and doing musical analysis and shit like that. So, oh yeah, no, I figured it has every single saga on it as it is. Gosh, this is why I can't go into musical mode and don't talk to anybody for a week, because then I go off the rails and then I get in trouble. But don't we like going off the rails? So I guess my biggest thing is, how would you all prefer me to do this, since you're all in here? My initial idea, like I said, was to watch some of the older animatics that I've already seen, just to play through the entire thing and just listen to there and then listen to the new one and kind of compare and contrast. Or do I just watch the live streams of the first two sagas and kind of like talk about it that way? What would you all prefer from there? Like, I guess that's the major thing. You're all here with me. I had two ideas of what I wanted to do for this, so it's really up to you guys. So went from 11. Yeah, I know the whole live, the especially since it had all 6 sagas in there, including Thunder. I know it went from there. That it's like a little bit longer. Yeah, is that compare and contrast? Is that all right with you, to just kind of listen to the old version then listen to the new version? I could just you know what? Maybe I'll have the old. We'll watch the old animatics onto my screen. I'll go to my other screen, which is not updated, and then we'll go from there. Look! This is kind of a cusp of. This is just how kind of the cusp I want to do. Yeah, no, we'll watch the older animatics again, because this has been a while. Let me move on to this screen, and kind of go from there. No signal. I have not set any of this up. Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. Like I'll just listen to the horse and the infant, and then I'll play the horse and the infant on Spotify, and then we could try to hear the differences from them, and then kind of go from there. And I'm getting a phone call. Hello? Hold on 1 second, guys. Yep, communication just doesn't happen. It's phone guy. Hello, hello. Yeah, exactly. Surprise everyone. This is actually going to be a FNAF lore video live stream instead of an epic live stream. I tricked all. No, I'm kidding. I am 100% kidding on that one. So yeah. So we're doing well. I'm just going off the cusp on everything and trying to set up things. This is so scuffed. This is so scuffed. Holy fuck. God, this is what I do for being like, I have other ideas. Odysseus is purple guy. It all makes sense now. Odysseus is the purple guy. No, I have some of the animatics like pulled up, so I'm trying to remember. It's very easy to do a quick like YouTube search, so we should be good. I just need to add my Odysseus is Michael Afton. Oh God, what did I start? What the hell did I start? This was probably not the greatest idea to even like say that at that point, but that's okay. Boop. We're gonna re-add this onto here. I'm gonna pull this down. I'm just updating this super quickly. I'm sorry, guys. I am so unprepared for this. This is this is just Suno in a nutshell, friends. That's exactly what it is. I knew what I was doing. Oh, 100%. I 1,000% knew what I was doing. This is all meant to be. Um, that's yep, 1,000%. I knew what was happening. This is all just a ploy. You can be banana guy if you want to be banana guy. It's totally fine. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna rewatch through some of these animatics. I need to grab my lunch, so it's we'll be right back. Just talk amongst yourselves. Give me a minute. Just walk on the water. Oh my gosh. This is all this is gonna be for today, isn't it? I love it. All right, cool, cool. Rockabye baby, rockabye baby. All right, so again, we're just gonna watch the way I want to do this. Look. At one point, I called him. Oh my god, why did I do this to myself? What? Why did I mention FNAF? Why did I mention FNAF? That was a terrible idea. I look like really? Oh god. I need a red headband then. That's all I need. Yes. This was the actual plan. Like it was nothing else. This was like what the actual plan was. You all figured it out. You all got me. Oh snap. All right. So, here's the plan, guys. You were the one who said phone guy, yes, and then we all started it. But that's okay. See, we derail all the time when I'm meaning to do other things. I derail so many times. I derail so many times. That's okay. All right, so we're gonna listen to the horse and the infant first, and then I'm gonna pop over to Spotify and listen to the re-release version. We're gonna see what we can hear differently, through everything, because it's been a while. I mean, I'm sure some of us have not heard the original in a while, and it'll work. It'll work. Yeah. All right. Let me play this. Let me get going with it. Let me make sure the volumes are good. And yeah. So I'm trying to go through the animatics that I've already seen. I'm only gonna watch like one for each of them, and we'll just have some fun today. So boop. Here we go. Good old horse and infant, hopefully. Oop, you know what probably would help is if I unmuted everything, because right now, there we go, that should work. That was fun. That was fun. I had YouTube muted.
Alright, my brothers, listen closely. Tonight we make the Trojans pay.
I know, sounds for songs, that's ridiculous.
Slowly, but now we'll be the ones who slay. Think
God,
of
I still
your
love this
wives
beginning.
and your children. Your families wonder where you've been. They're growing old and yet you're still here. Do what I say and you'll see them again.
Yes, sir.
Diomedes will lead the charge. Agamemnon will flank the yards. Menelaus will let our mates through the gates to take the whole city at large. Teucer will shoot any ambush attacking. Little Ajax will stay back. Nestor, secure Helena, protect her. Leo, avenge your father, kill the brothers of Hector.
Yes, sir.
Find that inner strength now. Use that well of pride. Fight through every pain now. Ask yourself inside, what do you live for? What do you try for? What do you wish for? What do you fight for?
I know I said I wasn't going to stop, but now I want to, because now that I'm just reading through things, I'm like, wow, listening to this from the beginning again, after already going through Thunder Saga is kind of wild. And again, I know this is just the original, like stuff before the re-release happened, but nope, we're only doing the first two sagas, just because that's what got re-released. Alright, I'm done, we're just going to listen. I need to listen since this is the original stuff again, so.
Penelope, Penelope, and Telemachus. I fight for us, I fight for us. Penelope,
What do you try for?
Telemachus,
What do you wish for?
I'm on my way.
What do you fight for?
Attack!
So cool listening to all this again from the beginning. I love it.
A vision of what is to come cannot be outrun. Can only
Danger Motive is
be dealt
massively
with
heavy, my God.
Here and now.
Tell me how.
I don't think you're ready. A mission to kill someone's son, a foe who won't run, unlike anyone you have faced before.
Say no more. I know that I'm ready.
I don't think you're ready.
You can say it's an odyssey? Oh, snap.
It's just an infant. It's just a boy. What sort of imminent threat does he pose that I cannot
I'll let
avoid?
1,000% hit differently after that for
This is
anyone.
the son of none other than Troy's very own Prince Hector. Know that he will grow from a boy to an avenger, one fumed with rage as you're consumed
Be
by
careful
rage.
about flashy
If you don't end
Hades.
him now, you'll have no one left to save. You can say goodbye to. You can say goodbye to.
I could raise him as my
Your
own, or
house
send
and
him far
throne
away
will
from
find
home.
you wherever you
Hi, Shooter.
The gods will make him known, we're bringing you down on your knees for ya. Oh, this is the will of the gods.
Please don't make me do this. Don't make me do this.
The blood on
That
your
don't make me do
hands,
this again.
something
It's a full fucking circle.
all you can choose is who's.
God, I didn't even realize that they ended up reusing that back in Thunderbringer. That's actually really cool. All right, so that was the original from there. I'm gonna open up my Spotify. That way we can play like the animated one. All you can choose is who's. It's so cool. Like, knowing where they're at currently and then just hearing this. It's so cool. I love it. So, the game is not Kingdom Hearts 3. The game doesn't exist. Hold on. Just shut up. Shut up. This isn't Kingdom Hearts. Actually, technically, it could be Kingdom Hearts because I'm working on a huge, like, video. I'm actually working on a couple of videos with this stuff, so it's kind of nuts. I have a couple of ideas of stuff that's going to be popped up, including deep dives of all of Act 1. And so this is a little bit of research right now, and also deep dives of the correlations of Kingdom Hearts aspects with this stuff too. So it's a lot of stuff. I might be writing some essays. Oh my god! Stop it! I'll turn off all this shit. I said I was not ready for this today. My god. Odie is Riku? Oh my god. Odie could be Riku. Fuck. Oh god. Alright. So anyway, next thing I was going to do was listen just to the re-release version, as I'm very curious now what we can hear with the differences from there, and at least that's what the major part of what I want to do is. So here is the updated version of The Horse and the Infant, just so I can kind of hear the difference. So I'm just, oh my god, stop it. God. Alright, here we go.
Alright, my brothers, listen closely.
Yep, you can already hear some
Tonight
differences in the recording.
Trojans pay. 10 years of war, they killed us slowly. But now we'll be the ones who slay. Think of your wives and your children. Your families wonder where you've been. They're growing old and yet you're still here. Do what I say and you'll see them again.
Yes, sir!
Alright, hold on a minute. Hold on 1 minute. It was just... Did I never notice that at the beginning of this? Hold on. The diction and pluckiness are so much better. Oh my god, there is such a huge difference between that already. Like, the pluckiness is so much better. The ba is so much, like, more prevalent. Even the ticking clock you hear in the background is so much, like, crisper from there. And it's amazing what you can do with, like, different recordings and stuff like that. Everything is so much more crispier. Even Odie's voice is, that you can feel it so much more from there. It's cool. I already like kind of just those changes to that. So it's amazing what you can do when you have a lot, like, higher audio equipment going from there. It's more crunchy and punchy. I like crunchy and punchy. That's a good way of putting it. Oh, this uses nobody from Kingdom Hearts. What did I do? What did I get to do? Yeah, a lot of times remastering might be making them sound a little less raspy, I guess, is making a lot more things clear and concise. And that happens with a lot of better recording stuff. And even the awes from there. Let's keep going, though. Let's keep going. You can hear the danger motive a lot better this way, too, with that violin line. Crisp is a good way to put it, yeah.
Secure Helen and protector. Neo, avenge your father, kill the brothers of Hector.
Yes, sir!
Find that inner strength now.
A lot of it is just, like, so much more prevalent.
What do you live for? What do you try for? What do you wish for? What do you fight for?
What do you live for? What do you try for? What do you wish for? What do you fight for?
And the soldiers, the soldiers' voices come in. You can hear the harmony of all the soldiers' voices so much, like, better than we could with the original one. It's a lot more clear. The progressions kind of come forward a lot more better from that, and it's cool. I like that. What do you stand for? What do you fight for? Yes, you can actually pick out the individual voices, when at first it almost sounded like it was just one voice that was scattered through all of that, but you can hear all the individuality now, and that's a really cool concept. So the clarity of there, it's a lot easier to hear. It's like, the more individual voices you can stack on there, the more it helps to drive the messages forward from there, and that's a cool effect from there. It's so cool. It's cool. But no, yes, you can really hear them, exactly. It might have originally just been Jay who did this, but, like, now that he has, like, a whole cast behind him, if it was re-recorded to give all the soldiers a voice from there, that's even better. I like that. It's a cool little premise.
Penelope, Penelope, and Telemachus.
Like, the individual lines are so much easier to pinpoint this way.
What do you live for?
Penelope,
What do you try for?
Telemachus,
What do you wish for?
I'm on my way.
What do you fight for?
Attack!
You can definitely hear the mixing has changed a little bit too. Like, when we listened to the original from this, a lot of it was, especially when the main attack and fight there, it was a lot more cluttered, I guess, with the way that things sound. You can hear the screams a lot better. The danger motive on the top with the violin line is really a lot clearer, and you can hear all the individual parts from there. And it's the effects really add up so much to it, and it's so cool to just kind of like hear that and hear from the original up until here. Various sounds correlate to visual textures, wood grain, smooth. Yeah, and that is a lot of what hearing arts can end up doing to us. They try to paint the pictures in our heads, and just having those small little changes in mixing can do wonders to help update and tell the story. The attack was so much more better too. I mean, you guys are popping this a lot faster than I am, which is kind of cool to get all of your input as well as like hearing mine through there, as you all have heard this a lot more. There might be some more individuals who do that, who are doing the instruments, as most likely what ended up happening, and this is just like a prediction from me, is that the instrumentalists are most likely done on a MIDI project before. So a lot of things like FL Studio, you can plug a piano into there and then end up using sounds from there. So this almost sounds like he might have people playing some of these parts now, which is why the audio sounds a lot clearer from the two. And it's kind of a cool thing because you can really hear the very specific instrumentation and texture lines going through, and I like it. It's a really cool way to do it. It's so much clearer. Like, it's not like you couldn't hear them before, but like that battle scene that we just listened to, you can easily hear the screams. You can easily hear the violin playing the motives on the top from there. It's a lot easier to hear all those individual lines from there. Yeah, the violin is so much clearer coming out. The sound effects of the swords, the war drums on the bottom is a cool way to do it. The timbre gives it much more of a feeling too.
Who was that?
Oh, brutal, 100%.
A vision of what is to come.
Sorry.
Cannot be outrun. Can only
Just
be dealt with right here.
The re-recording of the prophet there is, or you know, the god is a good way to do it. I mean, it's fucking Zeus's voice actor, but they add a little. It sounds like to there. I'm gonna stop that for a second. It like they added a small filter to make him sound more godlike than they did in the first reiteration of this, and it gives me an E. Yeah, it's a reverb. It's a reverb. That little thing there is enough to send. You heard my voice crack. You heard my fucking voice crack from there. It does something. It gives you shivers. And you know, a good voice like that sounds very operatic and deep, is enough to pop anyone's like proverbial ears to go crazy. So it gives so many chills from there, and that's the exciting part. I don't know. They might. It's a very good possibility that they could make the sagas come out a little bit sooner now that they don't have to worry about the re-recordings and stuff. Like with more people, with more teams, with more equipment, it's much easier to go through this kind of stuff. So, background vocals or other gods, that's even cooler. Thank you for filling in some context for me, guys. It's cool.
Unlike anyone you have faced before.
Say no more. I know that I'm ready.
I don't think you're ready.
Oh, even the I don't think you're ready. You could hear. I think even before that point has a lot more voices in it than the original. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay, I don't hit the same as the OG, but some of the other changes, yes. Especially a lot of what they've done with the vocal lines is huge on there. it's huge on there when they do the vocal lines.
Say no more. I know that I'm ready.
I don't think you're ready.
That's so cool. That is so cool. The music box is a lot clearer this time too.
It's just an infant. It's just a
That
boy.
cello line is so much more clear as we go
What
through.
sort of image
Really just in
threat
the-
does he pose
that
I
motive line
cannot
there.
avoid?
This is the son of none other than Troy.
I love that reverb so much. It adds so much to this.
Grow from a boy to an avenger, one fumed with rage.
It does sound-
as you're consumed by age.
Yes,
If you
the
don't
voice-
end it now, you'll have no one left to save. You can say goodbye.
My
to
gosh, those voices there. That is like no one left to save is beautiful. Like the amount of it's just the vocals are so crisp and it makes you want to focus more on the lyrics at that time. They sound more like their actual instruments. It sounds more like a harp and everything else. It's beautiful. It's ethereal. That's a good way of putting it, Evandro. It is so much more ethereal sounding. I like that. That is the perfect word to describe that. Thank you for that. All right.
Grow from a
Anyway.
boy to an avenger, one fumed with rage as you're consumed by age. If you don't end it now, you'll have no one
I
left to
love
save.
that
You can
progression
say
there.
goodbye to.
Ooh,
Say goodbye to.
that Penelope line.
I could raise him as my own, or send him far away to roam. Make sure his past is never known. I'm not a weak boy. Down on my knees for ya. I'm begging, please don't make me do this. Don't make me do this.
The blood on your hands is something you won't lose. All you can choose is food.
All you can choose to lose. It's so good. Damn. Like, it's the mixing is what really does it there. When you have those updated instrumentations and then the updated mixing and the updated vocals from there, it gives shivers. Like, I enjoyed Horse and Infant before, but with these, I mean, I miss a little bit of the OG part of this, but especially with how ethereal I'm using that. It's the chords. It's the chords that do it. Like, when you hear all those voices coming in together to help tell a story, it gives those shivers down your spine. And oh, I'm sure it's perfect. It's perfect in so many ways to kind of hear all of those and having those harmonies in there, which part of me really wants to grab my piano and hook it up and see if I can figure out what the chords are for there. But that would add way too long onto this. And I have very limited time today to do all this, but it is so, it's so mesmerizing and oh, in the will of the gods, seriously. This is the will of the gods. It does. It's the will of the gods. They're all already present in this first one, ready to challenge Odysseus and his crew through the new journey that they're going to have to take, and they already introduced them technically right within the beginning, which actually goes along with a lot of how typical musicals work. I mean, I mentioned this before. I'm already playing a show, Something Rotten, this week. We just had our opening night last night, but the opening number typically introduces the entire cast in one aspect or another, whether they are just the singers. So what I can visualize in my head here is just seeing while Zeus or whatever the prophet god is telling Odysseus about everything, all the gods just hovering over, shouting these chords at Odysseus. It's just kind of a way to, it's a very good way of introducing all the main concepts and all the main characters. So it's cool. It's exciting. I love it. You can really hear a difference. Like, when I heard that they were re-releasing these at first, I was unsure of how, if it would be different enough to talk about it, but it is 1,000% different enough to talk about just the changes of how the timbre affects our visual, our like auditory stimuli, if I want to go with more scientific terms from there. It makes us feel more chivery, and that's what we want. That's what we want from here. So I would love to see the stage adaptation of this. This needs to become a stage. I didn't at first. I wasn't sure. All right, let me pull up an animatic for Just a Man, and then we'll go from there. It's the backing vocals that do just so much as it is. It is. Just a Man. I'm sure we will have... There we go. I think this is... Yeah, this is Wolfie's. This is the one I've used before. Okay. All right, Just a Man. Second one. We'll listen first, and then we'll go from there. You're right, Kel. I need to trust it more. I normally do.
I look into your eyes and I think back to the son of mine. You're as old as he was when I left for war. Will these actions haunt my days? Every man I've slain is the price.
Yes, this should be the one with the mom, I think.
Endless pain. Close your eyes and spare yourself the view. How could I hurt you? I'm just a man who's trying to go home, even after all the years away from what I've known. I'm just a man who's fighting for his life. Deep down I would trade the world to see my son and wife. I'm just a man. But when does a comet become a meteor?
This change in shift and timbre is so fucking powerful, and I still love it.
When does a ripple become a tidal wave? When does the reason become the blame? When does a man become a monster?
I'm sorry, I gotta stop that for 2 seconds. Eating babies has never sounded so epic. Oh my god. That is one of the funniest and most true things that I have heard. And oh god, sorry, I had to stop that for a second. I almost choked on my food. Oh god. I'm eating while I'm listening to this one, so don't mind me. But I saw that, and that is a sentence, and that is an absolutely true sentence there. Why does eating a baby off a wall feel so epic? And I hate it, and I love it. Okay, let's finish this. Sorry.
I'm just a man.
Rehearing this particular one is just, like, knowing how the Thunder Saga goes and everything else, and rehearing these kind of their original format is beautiful, and I love it. And, little froggy on the window. Dear Lord, that comment almost killed me, though. We're just a man. When does a man become a monster? Oh boy, it's powerful. It is powerful. All right, but let's listen to the re-uploaded one, just to kind of hear the differences from there, because again, it's this might even be more painful to listen to. So there's an animatic in this part that cut it out in the exact frame he dropped the baby. Oh god, oh, the pain there. Because we know he did it. We know he fucking did it. That's a start for becoming the monster. But, actually, it's probably, actually raiding Troy and being part of the war, which had a lot to do with the Iliad too, which I might be working in an entire history video for this stuff. I'm going crazy with this shit. Like, I've actually started script writing to be like to go along with the Troy saga from here, which has meant that I've went and have reread a lot of the Iliad and the Odyssey when I've had the chance to, just to kind of at least listen to at least the original source material from this that it was inspired by. And I have so much that we need to talk about. And an Iliad musical would be fun too. I don't know about the Window Frog. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Epic the musical prequel, the Iliad. Oh god, that would be like amazing too. Well, okay, someone explain Window Frog to me. The Iliad is good. Like, I've read the Iliad and the Odyssey way before. Like, I think we were required to read the Odyssey back in high school. So I knew a lot about the Odyssey from there, and we had to read small things about the Iliad in the process of there to get like things situated and understand like the background and everything for the concepts of Homer and what he wrote with everything. But it's to kind of see this, and again, obviously a lot of stuff in these stories were inspired by the events, but they're more go with, and again, this is me going and doing my research about this. Most of this is about Odysseus' journey of becoming a monster. And being able to hear that through the music and everything else has been phenomenal. And it's I love it. It's beautiful. So, for the glory of chat, we need to open a link. What link? Oh my god, hold on. Fine. Little frog. Oh no, I've seen this! Never mind. No, I saw this. Never mind. I was like, why does that sound familiar to me? Nope, I've seen Little Froggy on the Window, and I didn't realize that was Mr. Jalapeno doing that, as I didn't notice that I followed his TikTok a while ago, so, god, Paris the Musical, old school, super unique, really fun, cool. Okay, never mind. I didn't realize that was Mr. Jalapeno himself, so, my bad. That's how much I doom scroll on TikTok sometimes. Anyway. I did see the Carl version of Mutiny, and I died. I just fucking died so much hearing the Carl version of fucking Mutiny. It made me laugh so hard seeing all that just ridiculousness, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. All right, let's listen to the revised version. Where he talked about Eurylochus. I'm not sure I did actually. Did I see the one with the Eurylochus? I'm not sure. I've just recently discovered that the TikTok, and I'm doing the best I can not to look at a lot of it, and just in case that they put in snippets for future sagas and shit. But he's a very funny person. You just send in Discord. Okay, I'll have to take a look at it at some point. So Jay knows our humor is broken. It totally is. All right, re-recorded version, just a man. Let's get this. Sounds a lot more. The isolated guitar there changes this so much. That guitar changes it so much when it is much clearer and crisper. I'm a monster, rah rah rah.
Will these actions haunt my days?
Oh, the ahs in the background. Oh.
Is the price I pay endless pain? Close your eyes and spare yourself the
like, I wonder if the ahs were added, because I don't really remember them, but maybe I did. Still, it's beautiful.
I'm just a man who's trying to go home.
It does sound a lot more like Rain and Tears. That's a good way to put it. It's so much more sadder.
From what I've known, I'm just a man who's fighting for his life. Deep down, I would trade the world.
Also, sorry, I'm gonna stop it for a second, but there's this like violin, cello, and vocal trio right in the middle of here that it just adds another emotional level to the texture and the timbre of this piece. Like, it's already kind of bittersweet when we hear right at the beginning with just the guitar and being plucked very delicately and Odysseus's voice. but then you add a lot of the O's in there, which were not as prevalent, I don't think, in the original, but popping that in there with kind of like the choirs overlooking Odysseus's fate at this point, and then hearing that trio there with the violin, cello, and vocals kind of pop into there and really gut wrench with all three melodies playing in there is beautiful. And it's okay, sorry, I just can't.
Just a man who's trying to
As we start slowly adding more into there. Yeah, that voice break.
Years away from what I've known, I'm just a man who's fighting for his life. Deep down, I would trade the world to see my
This is
son
a
and
very
wife.
emotional song.
Just a man.
Oh, it has so much. It's
When
crazy.
Does a comet become
Just that when, and you hear the what noise in there that kind of promotes the chord of going into the next section. Is so much more powerful when it re-recorded. That emotion there is a gut punch. When, that when there changes everything, and just having that re-recorded is beautiful.
just a man?
It's like silence and then boom.
But when does
God,
a
the
comet
ahs
become
and the
a
instrumentation
meteor? When does
is
a
so
candle
powerful with that
become a
progression.
blaze? When does a man become a monster? When
Oh God!
does a
Wait a minute!
people
What are you doing? Whoa! God, what? I'm sorry. What? Wait. What are you trying to get to a short? And what am I being tagged in? I don't like this. I don't like this. What just happened? Sorry. What's my favorite song so far, Vaki? My still favorite even now is Open Arms, but there's a lot in Thunder Saga, especially Thunderbringer, that brought me like to tears from there. So those are really my two favorites out of there. Being a simp for Luke, oh god, dear lord, gets back on the God's side. I would love to see that. I would.
When does the reason become the blame? When does a man become a monster?
You know what? It was not very apparent before, but we have this arpeggio line going that which is again foreshadowing from there, because that same fucking thing ends up appearing with the Scylla thing much later on, and I don't know if that was always there and I just never noticed that, but it was much more clear over there, hearing the being dragged down further. This is future events of him becoming more of a monster, especially with the sirens and shit. That is so cool. That is so cool. I wonder if that was planned all the way back then. Arpeggios are fucking amazing.
When does the reason
I don't know why I never
become
noticed
the
that before.
blame? When does a man become a
That sounds exactly like the beginning of Scylla.
Does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man become
There you go. That's what it is.
Does a man become a monster?
I'm just a man.
Ba-da-da-da. That is painful to hear that last Just a Man too. My God, is that painful. It's heart-wrenching to hear the da-da-da-da. It's amazing. It's amazing. There's so many cool things that you can hear in the background. Hermes has the lyre, that's why. Good old Hermes. Similar to the Clashing of Blades being chaotic fast arpeggios, so they represent that. And I mean, they bring that back in Mutiny. They bring that back in, I think it's Beast with. Was it called Beast Within? Was that the new one? I'm trying to remember. Different Beast, not Beast Within. Different Beast. Sorry, I'm trying to still learn some of the newer ones. What kind of fan am I if I don't know the names of all these right now? Different Beast. Thank you. I was close. Okay? I had the Beast part. I got it. I'm sorry. Okay, Different Beast. I got it. Just so many. Yeah, I got there as I typed. I was like, I knew it. We might be able to hear them. I don't know. It's a very good possibility because a lot of the ahs seem to be, again, the gods. That's what they're kind of representing for here. Personally, mutinies of right now. Wait, so many of these bits of waves are on meetings. They really are. All right, let's go an animatic for full speed ahead. And we'll go from there. Full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Well, that's the first animatic that pops up. I think this is the one that I used to watch. Yeah, it was Wolfie's. All right, full speed ahead.
Six hundred men under my command, with only one goal in mind.
Make it back alive to our homeland.
600 men, 600 miles of open sea. But the problem's not the distance,
It's what lies in between.
and Ithaca's waiting. My kingdom is waiting. Penelope's waiting for me. So full speed ahead. Full speed ahead.
Captain,
You really guess
600 men.
600 men.
600 men with big mouths to feed. And we've run out of supplies to eat.
First the war of whose scores depleted.
600 men.
600 men.
600 reasons to take what we can. So, Captain, what's the plan?
Captain, what's the plan?
Watch where the birds fly.
where the birds
They will lead us to land.
Us to land.
There will hunt for food.
Correct. My first language is 100% music and not English.
Speed
We're up, and away we go. We're up,
Off and away we go.
Off and away we go.
Captain,
Polities.
look! There in the distance, I see an island. I see a light that faintly glows. Maybe they're people lighting a fire. Maybe they'll share some food, who knows?
Something
Poor
feels off here.
polities.
I see fire, but there's no smoke.
I say we strike first. We don't have time to waste, so let's raid the place and...
No. Polities, gear up. You and I'll go ahead.
You and I'll go ahead.
We should try to find a way no one ends up dead.
We don't know what's
I know, I
ahead.
miss
Give me till
polities already.
sunrise, and if we don't return, then 600 men can make this whole place burn. Now full speed ahead. Full speed ahead.
Yeah, that progression is so cool there.
We're up, we're off, and away we go.
We're up, we're off and away
Full
we
speed
go.
ahead.
I didn't see any of the animatics from the live. That's the major thing. I know there were some like official animatics situated. I've seen none of them. I've seen none of them, which is why there's going to be a reaction to them at some point. So, God, just the chord progressions for up and away. It's so cool. We're up and away we go. It's just beautiful with a lot of those progressions and stuff there. It's cool. All right, God. And again, and I think I mentioned this when I did my original analysis of this. A lot of this was initially, at least how I envisioned it was, whatchamacallit, transition music, getting us introduced to some of the full speed ahead motive that would appear all the time. And it's just, it's so cool to kind of hear that kind of like boom, 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 kind of like a sailing thing. Everything is consistent. Everything is solid. We don't really kind of change there. We have underlying tones of like hunger and needing to find places. I know Ithaca is waiting. I know everybody's waiting for us while we still need to survive. Everything is steady. Everything feels a little weird, but not so bad right now. I like that kind of constant pulse that we get. So Animatics Weekly in this part was animated. That's really cool. I really need to see them. Would you sacrifice 6 men for her? I mean, clearly Odysseus did. They're all monsters by that point, so as time went on, used to be my least favorite. Oh no, like I enjoy the Troy Saga so much more now that I really know the whole story from them. I know, 10 years to make a 6-day journey. It's only supposed to be 6 days, and now what the hell happens? So, All right, let's listen to the revised version of this again, just so we can hear the differences. I really want to hear the crew with their full speed ahead progressions to see how much more crisp and clear that potentially is. And all right, let's go. God. Like, okay, so the first thing that I've noticed each and every time that I've listened to one of the re-recorded ones, especially for the Troy Saga, is that the guitar line. That guitar line is brought out and emphasized so much more than it really was before, and it gives kind of a whole new kind of concept and meaning towards, and I know guitar is supposed to represent Odysseus. That's the major point from there, but hearing as how much more prominent it is in these initial recordings is so cool. Like, we know Odysseus is the guitar, we know Odysseus is like our main leader from there, so having that be the prevalent up front thing that is bringing every other instrument forward is such kind of a nice contrast to what we've kind of gone before, and it's so crisp, it's so easy, it's so easy to kind of line up with that, and I love it. Every single time, it's the guitar is what I notice.
600 men under my command, with only one goal in mind.
Make it back alive to our homeland.
Yeah, just hear those voices of the crew. It's so good.
600 miles of open sea, but the problem's not the distance.
It's what lies in between.
And Ithaca's waiting. My kingdom is waiting. Penelope's waiting.
Give me the chord.
So full speed ahead. Full speed ahead.
It sounds like the vocals are putting in a lot more, I don't want to say inflections, but kind of like my god, what are they calling? My brain already kind of forgot what they were calling from there, which is terrible. Da 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 is not Final Fantasy, even though that I can, yeah, that weighting is very different. You're a Polyphemus sympathizer. I don't blame you. Like when we get to Polyphemus, and I know there'll be a lot that we'll have to discuss from there. I don't blame you for being a sympathizer for him. They're just invading his territory as it is, killing his sheep. Suddenly automaton. Sorry about that. I realize that my notifications for Twitch and YouTube are not off, so some of them might come through on accident, so you'll hear automaton music. Apologies, it just what happens. That's what you do for sheeps, exactly. But the inflection in the voices, the little kind of like ba-da-das that they put in the end, the turns and things like that are really more prominent within these recordings. They're more of a focal focus. It's cool. I like it. Anyway.
Full speed ahead. Captain,
Eurylicus,
600 men.
600.
Eurylicus' voice is so much clearer now.
Mouths to feed, and we've run out of supplies to eat.
Curse the war of whose stores depleted.
600 men.
600.
Wait, did they do fits there with the voices instead? Da 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 da. Was that fifths?
Captain,
Eurylicus,
600 men.
600 men.
600
No,
men
it's-
with big mouths to
It's minor
feed.
chords. It's
And
minor
we've run
chords,
out of
okay.
supplies to eat.
Or are they
Curse the
diminished?
war of whose stores depleted.
600 men.
600 men.
600
No, they're
resist
fixed.
to
They
do
are,
what we
okay.
can. So Captain, what's the plan?
Captain, what's the plan?
Fifths do such a very, very powerful thing to us, and it makes us focus on those lyrics a little bit more. And yes, it is all repeating aspects there, but when we hear fifths in music, especially when they're done with vocals, our ears kind of go towards that and help us to feel a certain kind of timbre. And they're kind of, and since they're going in this da 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 da, bomb, 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 ba da da dum, that four note motif that we've heard before. That we kind of have that four notes kind of constantly keep reappearing, and done in fifths gives us a little bit more of a dread type of feeling there. Like something doesn't feel right with everything, and it's so cool that we kind of have that. Even though fifths are in music theory, if we're talking about classical music, fifths are no, you don't want to do them, because it's like they end up not being able to transition correctly, and it's like, screw you, musicians do what they want to do, and it's just you can't. I don't know why classical composers had a literal non-stiffy for fifths, because fifths give people stiffies. Please don't clip that. That was terrible. That was terrible. I never said that. I'm going to continue on. That was bad.
There will hunt for food, my second in command. Now for speed ahead.
And away we go.
We're off and away we go. We're off and away we go.
Captain.
Politics.
There in the distance, I see an island. I see a light that faintly glows. Maybe there are people lighting a fire.
I hate
Maybe
you
they'll
all.
share some food, who knows?
Something feels
God.
off. I see fire, but there's no
Paletti's voice
smoke.
is so
I
much
say
like.
we strike first.
Ugh.
We don't have time to waste, so let's break the places.
No, Polites, gear up. You and I'll go ahead.
You and I'll go ahead.
We should try to find a way no one ends up dead.
We don't know what's ahead.
Ah, that's
Give me
ironic.
till sunrise, and if we don't return, then 600 men can make this whole place burn. Now full speed ahead.
I love that guitar line in the bottom. Yeah, famous last words. We gotta make it so no one dies, and then everyone fucking dies. Oh man, like it's the voices being done, because we definitely have octaves there with the we're off and away we go. It's definitely octaves, but then adding kind of the lower parts of the vocals there really kind of, again, it's that driving motion forward. We are kind of optimistic, but we're not at the same time, and that's a lot of what these chord progressions can do. It took 600 men to war, not one of them died there, yet they die on the journey back home. I know that was the only time Eurylochus was right before everything went bad, so Odie managed to beat the boar. That's getting things. It's crazy. It's the bonds of friendship that keep Odie going through for as long as he does. Almost sounds like another franchise that uses the bonds of friendship to start out with until, we decide to take the bonds of love elsewhere. Anyway, I'm done. Open arms. I'm ready for my favorite song of this thing. One Piece. Sure, we could go with One Piece. Yes, it's totally One Piece. It's totally One Piece. Yes, nothing else. Nothing else. There we go. Was this the one that I think this is the one I used to use. Yep. This is my favorite one anyway.
You can relax, my friend.
Huh?
I can tell you're getting nervous, so do yourself a service and try to relax, my
I'm
friend.
fine, Polites.
Think of all that we have been through. We'll survive what we get into. I know that you're tired of the war and bloodshed. Tell me, is this how we're supposed to live? Look at how you grip
I
your
love
sword
this
and
song
upset.
so much.
Why should we take what we could give? You can show a person that you trust them when you stop and lower your guard. Here we have a chance for some adjustment. Give it a try, it's not that hard. I'm telling you, this life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. Whatever we face, we'll be fine if we're leading from the heart. No matter
my
what
heart!
we can light up the world. Here's how to start. Greet the world with
It is a
open
bossa
arms. Greet the
nova
world with
groove, you're
open
right.
arms.
Stay stay back.
My friend, greet the world with open arms.
We're only here for food. 600 friends are waiting for us to show our faces. Stay back, I'm warning you. If we don't get back safely, my men will turn
I
this
see myself a lot in
place
Poly
into
too, I get it.
blazes.
See? This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. Whatever we face, we'll be fine if we're leading from the heart. No matter the place, so we can light up the world. Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
My friend, I wish that I could say that I agree, but look at the way this fruit is glowing and filled with glowing seeds. It took me a while to notice just what kind of fruit they eat. It's a lotus, it controls your mind and never lets you free. That's what we'd get with open arms.
Lotus eaters, I'd like to show my friend that kindness is brave. Could you tell me where there's other food to eat? A cave! You're saying there's a cave where we could feast. And where do we sail to find this food-filled cave? Thank you.
No. My heart.
This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. I see in your face there's so much guilt inside your heart. So why not replace it and light up the world? Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
Greet the world with open arms.
You can relax, my friend.
God. Oh, my heart. My heart with this song. Just my heart with this song. I can't. I can't. It's just my heart. My heart. Plus, you know, all of this stuff. Sorry, I'm fine. Okay. Anyway, this is still like my favorite song in the whole musical so far. Yeah. Go in the cave. Yes, just go in the cave. Just go in the cave. All right, sounds good. Sounds good, my friend. I don't know. It's just the way that this whole kind of concept with optimism is approached, and especially with being the more bossa nova groove than anything else. It's so optimistic, and this Odysseus really needed this in his life, just to kind of keep him on the not going to be a monster path, but it just didn't happen. It just didn't happen. What am I supposed to be looking here? What is this clip? Screw you. Musicians do what they want to do, and it's just you get. I don't know why classical composers had a literal. Oh God! Why'd I say this? Because fifths give people stiffies. I hate it. Why did I do that? Why did I ever say that? I'm banning my own manager. Is that possible? Can I ban my own manager? I kid. Don't worry about it. I want to ban my own manager. No, I'm joking. Okay. All right. So now let's listen to the re-recorded version. He posted the animatic on his channel. Oh, hell. That's interesting. Oh God. All right. Let me hear the open arms thing. Actually, I already have this favorited. I wonder why this is favorited. Oh, just the bossa nova drums immediately are so much clearer.
My friend.
Huh?
I can tell you're getting nervous, so do yourself a service and try to relax, my friend.
I'm fine, Polites.
Think of all that we have been through. We'll survive.
Polites' voice is so much clearer. Oh.
I know that you're tired of the war and bloodshed. Tell me, is this how we're supposed to live? Look at how you grip your sword and upset. Why should we take when we could give? You can show a person that you trust them when you stop and lower your guard. Here we have a chance for some adjustment. Give it a try, it's not that hard. I'm telling you, this life is amazing. When you greet it with open arms.
the xylophone marimba part. It's a marimba part there, but the bum 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 with just a little bit of added reverb to that, it makes it so much cooler to kind of have that, and it makes just the optimism soar from that, and it makes you want to dance. It does. Between that and the the arpeggios that you hear with kind of the wavy type mixing that you hear in the back, which almost sounds like the Lotus Eaters are kind of watching them anyway as they approach their island. It's so cool, and just having that kind of dun 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 adds to it, and it makes you want to dance. It's so effective to give that kind of optimism there, and right, it sounds wonky, but it is there for kind of a reason, because there's the uncertainty. You're going to a new place. You probably have these little creatures off the side, the Lotus Eaters watching. And I think that's what that instrument is supposed to represent, the Lotus Eaters, which is why it sounds a little uneasy at first. But as soon as you hear that marimba there, and it's like, oh, these people might look friendly, they can approach, that marimba really changes how the whole perspective of this is. And yes, Athena's also watching. Everyone's always watching. It's such a cool way to do that. I like that.
I know that you're tired of the war and bloodshed. Tell me, is this how we're supposed to live?
Dissonance works so well when it's used in a more major aspect, as in major music, as in happier music. And then you have the marimba, which is more covering up the uncertainty dissonance you hear, and it works so well. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
Stay back!
My friend, greet the world with open arms.
We're only here for...
You know what the ahs in the background sound like to me? You know what the ahs in the background sound like to me, guys? I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna hide my screen. What the fuck is showing on here? There we go. I'm gonna hide my screen for 2 seconds. The ahs remind me of something. The ahs remind me of something. I'm gonna play this, and I want you to see if you can figure out what the ahs remind me of. Like, just wait. I might be doing something a little bit different with this one, but this is what this reminds me of. The ahs remind me so much of this. And with the way that they're presented too. If you know what this song is, bonus points. But it reminds me so much of this. Anyway, continuing on. Continuing on. It's just, if you listen so closely to it, like, hear that, like, line above there. Let me go back a little bit. Just listen to the ahs in the background.
My friend, greet the world.
It sounds like it though. It does.
We're only here for food. 600 friends are
it'll be on Sunday.
For us to show our faces. Stay back, I'm warning you.
That's probably a coincidence, to be completely honest, but it just reminded me of it. I don't know why.
We'll turn this place into blazes.
See?
The new Lotus Eaters have a really nice voice to them now. I love how they're re-recorded.
Whatever we face, we'll be fine if we're leading from the heart. No.
Actually, I think they had a little bit of a ooey ooh there that I never noticed in the original.
Amazing when you greet it with open arms.
That's so cool! I never noticed that. They gave them a little like ooey ooh part in there. That's so cute.
This life is
That's so
amazing
cute.
when you greet it with open arms.
Oh my god, they're so silly little guys. I love that. It wasn't there in the original? Oh my god, it's so cool! It's so cool!
It controls your mind and never lets you free. That's what we'd get with open arms.
Lotus eaters, I'd like to show my friend that kindness is brave. Could you
God,
tell
I
me
love
where
this song
there's
so
other
much.
food to eat?
The cave, scary cave.
A cave. You're saying
Also, the scary cave is so much more prominent than the first one. It's like, a cave, and the one goes scary cave. You could barely hear that in the original. That's so cool. That's so cool. It's like an afterthought there, but they really put it more prominent right in the center there. That's so cool.
The cave, scary cave.
a cave.
Ah, I love it.
You're saying there's a cave where we could feast. And where do we sail to find this food-filled cave?
East that way.
East that way. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, the thank you too. Oh, my heart.
This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. I see in your face there's so much guilt inside your heart. So why not replace it and light up the world you
The one
saw
that's
start?
one.
Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
Greet the world with open arms.
You can relax, my
now,
friend.
friend. You can relax, my friend. God, I love that song so much. I want to cover that so badly someday. I really do, and it's just because it's my favorite out of the whole thing. Once my vocal voice is back up and running, I know I can hit I know I can hit those notes up there in my falsetto range. I just don't have the voice for it right now. Oh, I want to so badly. All right. Warrior of the Mind. So tempted to make a crook. What the fuck's a Winion? What the fuck is a Winion? Okay, what's a Winion? Please, somebody? What the fuck's a Winion? What am I missing here? I keep seeing that pop up all the time. That's what they're called. Lotus Eaters, thank you. I didn't know that was their names. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you. I forgot that was their names. I'm sorry. Apologies. I got it now. I forgot that was their names. My apologies. Thank you. I'm like, why does it look so familiar? Why is it not, like, helping me out? I'm sorry. My brain forgets some things. Okay, I got it. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. My apologies. God. Now I'm going to be canceled just because I forgot something. Jesus. We're all Winions? Yes. Yeah. We're all Winions. Dear Lord. When the minions in the game for you in League of Legends. Alright, Warrior of the Mind. Let me go get the animatic for that. It might be the one that is already in my next thing here, but I want to make sure that I have that correctly. Our banana guy, dear Lord. Great, don't cancel me. Wait, what's the one I used originally? Was it this one? Was it the Wolfie one? It must have been the Wolfie one that I used. Wasn't it? Yeah. But Mercies. Did I ever use Mercies? What are we doing? Are we doing Wolfies or Mercies? Well, we'll do... Okay. Thank you.
Have you forgotten the lessons I taught you?
Eurylicus?
Athena!
Have you forgotten to turn off your heart? This is not you. I see you changing from how I've designed.
We're watching the animatics and then comparing it to the new tracks.
Have you forgotten your purpose? Let me remind you. Goddess of wisdom, master of war.
Just sounds like the 13th struggle. I fucking love it.
One mission, create the greatest warrior. I had a challenge, a test of skill, a magic bar.
I have been practicing some of the pronunciations, I'll be honest.
For the thrill, a boy whose mind rivaled the bar's own will.
Let's go!
Maybe one day he'll follow me and we'll make a greater tomorrow. Then they'll see I know he'll change the world, 'cause he is a warrior of the mind.
You're welcome. It's the least I can do for you.
Maybe one day I'll reach him and he can build his skills as I teach him. If there's a
Show yourself.
It is fun to see
I
the
know you're
animatics again. I love watching them.
Show yourself. I can see you.
How can you see through my spell?
I was lying, and you fell for my bluff. Aha.
Well done, enlighten me, what's your name?
You first.
Yeah,
and
no, they totally
maybe
have the
I'll
danger
do
motive right there. It's phenomenal.
Nice try, but two can play this game.
It's so
Nah,
cool.
Don't be modest. I know you're a goddess, so let's be honest. You are Athena. Badass in the arena. Unmatched, witty, and queen of the best strategies we've seen.
If you're looking for a mentor, I'll make sure your time's well spent.
Sounds like a plan. Goddess and man. Best is
It
the
kind of
plan.
does in one sense or another.
Maybe one day they'll follow me and we'll make a greater tomorrow.
Yeah, that
They'll
duet
see
is so
how
great.
We'll change
Oh.
the world 'cause we are the
Warriors of the mind.
Maybe one day we'll reach them and we can build their skills.
Poor
as
sugar
we
mommy.
teach them.
You're all going
There's
crazy.
a problem we'll
Isn't this
have
just
to
Warrior
answer.
Hades?
We are the warriors of the mind.
The misheard lyrics
Last
saga.
time to make sure
Yes.
you don't fall behind. Don't forget that you're a warrior of a very special kind. You are a warrior of the mind.
Wisdom Hades, you're right. Hades just says male Athena. I love it.
Disappoint me.
I would love to see this as like an actual like musical someday. It would be like an actual stage musical popped forward and just being beautiful. Athena is female Hades. Oh my god, you're all crazy. There's so many cool things with this. There really is. I really like re-listening and watching all of these again. So that's the Kingdom Hearts representation you like so much. Yes, this one did have the Kingdom Hearts representation so much of literally like looking like a dive to the heart with the past and everything. And I have a lovely little script I'm writing that might include Warrior of the Mind in it. So well, that'll be for another time. So Casper is embraced. Oh my god, I can't help it with all of that. It's smart Hades. Oh god. This would be lovely as an anime. This would be lovely as a stage play. I just want all of this. I really do. The captain of Rhythmlessness was dropped dead. You couldn't nickname new Hades? Oh no. Sag, that new Hades is not nicknamed. All right, Warrior of the Mind. Let's listen to it. The new updated version.
Have you forgotten the lessons I taught you?
Athena.
All right, immediately from just hearing this, you hear a drone in the background of this whole thing, and I think they're using that to more represent talking to the gods, which is which is a really cool effect to have in there. So you heard like a drone in the back, as well as there was something else that was very prominent from just the initial thing.
Have you forgotten the lessons I taught
Almost
you?
sounds like hums in the background.
Athena.
Have you forgotten to
The
turn
clock!
off your
Thank
heart?
you! The
This
clock
is
was what I
not
was looking
you.
for. I was like, there's the ticking noise.
I see you changing from how I've designed you.
It does sound way deeper, you're right.
Have you forgotten your purpose?
And this is why, sorry, I'm subbing in. This is why I figured it'd be cool to kind of listen to the ones that are in the animatics as compared to the new updated ones for at least these first 9 songs during a stream. That way we can kind of, talk and react together about how different, like, the things sound. You really do hear a lot of, like, major differences with mixing, with editing, with certain things that were added onto there, and it's cool to kind of compare and contrast that. It's obviously still the same story, but now that the singers have more know what their characters are going to be, more forward momentum they want to put with the story, or even the better equipment, can end up hearing us get new things out of this, and which is why I really wanted to do a stream like this with all of you. So it's polished. it's polished, it's more round. This is exactly why I wanted to do this with you all, because this is cool to kind of get all of this, like, hey, this sounds way more clear, crisper. Oh, never noticed the Lotus Eater sent this thing over here. Or, oh, this was like blah 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 blah. It's so much better to hear all of this stuff. I love it. So
changing from how I've designed you. Have you forgotten your purpose? Let me remind you.
The new and curvy rendition, yeah. Also, I don't know if you all can hear it, but there is a slight, small filter put on the piano over here to make it sound more ethereal, more like godlike than it was in the original over there, and it's a lot more prominent. It's just a slight change there, but it's enough to really, and again, we know that Athena's instrument is represented by piano and everything, but having kind of just that small filter on it to make it sound more like God's is a cool way to kind of put this, like, visualizing vision type aspect into there, and it's so cool. It's so cool. I love just those small changes. Play please. Thank you. Oh yeah, Athena sounds so much more less caring. Well, she's ridiculing Odysseus. Don't you remember what I taught you? So it makes sense that the vocal direction is supposed to be more like scolding than anything else. Plus that flute line above there. Which, my friends, in Greek mythology, the flute tended to also represent the goddess of wisdom going on there. So I kind of like that they have the flute line kind of going up there to kind of be a callback to what most Greek mythology ends up doing with the goddess of wisdom, having that flute line. It's so cool. I love that. I love that. The little boingy thing. The little boingy thing. Sorry, I didn't notice the boingy thing. The boingy thing I think is bongos. I think those are bongos. That's my guess, though. Yeah, I'm positive those are the bongos to kind of have that more, especially since we're still kind of on the Lotus Eater's Island going through this, I believe, if I remember correctly. It's the bongos kind of help out to get that bossa nova-esque thing still, so. I had a challenge, a test of skill. Yep, that's a bongo. In an arpeggio setting. More arpeggios everywhere. And that flute is more a piccolo, but that's fine.
Let's go!
I love the layering of this as it keeps adding more. Of the night.
Maybe one day I'll reach him and we can build his skills as I teach him. If there's a problem, he'll have the answer. He's a warrior of the night.
God, and just the rewinding thing to show like the past is so cool. It's so cool.
I know you're watching me.
And the danger motive in the violin is so much more prevalent.
I can see you.
How can you see through my spell?
I was lying, and you fell for my bluff.
Hey, Leanne, that piano background there reminds me of something else, too. That piano background reminds me of something else. Can I play it for you all quickly, what it reminds me of whenever I hear that? Can I? I think you all know where this is going, though. Alright, I'm done. Anyway, you get the point there. Just as you expected. I can't help it. They sent so much more of like Kingdom Hearts shit the more I listen to this. It's just, I can't help it. Anyway, continuing.
Well done, enlighten me, what's your name?
You first. first, and maybe I'll do the same.
Nice try, but two can play this game.
Nah, don't be modest. I know you're a goddess, so let's be honest.
Also, yeah, there was a haha thing that was a lot clever back there. I got distracted by the piano thing, so give me like one. Let me go back a little bit again.
Well done, enlightened.
No, go back further. Give me the haha. That's what I wanted to hear. No Demix battles.
I know you're watching me.
There's a danger motive for the violin.
I can see you.
How can you see through my spell?
I was lying, and you fell for my bluff.
That haha is so
Well
good.
done, enlighten me. What's your
I love it.
name?
You first, and maybe
And the
I'll
enlighten
do
is
the same.
pretty much
Nice
powerful
try,
too.
but two can play this game.
Nah, don't be modest. I know you're a goddess, so let's be honest. You are Athena. Athena. Badass in the arena.
Like, just the way Odysseus says, Athena, with that kind of like guttural kind of sound to there is so cool. Athena! That's kind of a lot of how those, like, jazzy styles go there. It is so cocky, and I love it. Oh, sorry. I love when voices do that kind of, like, a flexion thing. And it gets into the Athena chorus, which is even better.
What's your name?
You first, and maybe I'll do the same.
Nice try, but two
The harmonies are
can
new, too,
play
you're
this
right.
game.
Nah, don't be modest. I know you're a goddess, so let's be honest. You are Athena. Athena.
Yeah!
Badass in the arena. Unmatched, witty, and queen. All the best strategies we've seen.
If you're looking for a mentor, I'll make sure your time's well spent.
Sounds like a plan. Goddess and man, bestest of friends.
We'll see where it ends.
Okay.
Maybe one
They're
day
so
you'll
playful with
follow
each other in,
me and
like, the
we'll
past.
make a greater tomorrow. Then they'll see I know we'll change the world, 'cause we are the warriors of the mind. Maybe one day we'll reach them, and we can build their skills as we teach them. If there's a problem, we'll have the answer. We are the warriors of the mind. I still intend to make sure
They
you
meld
don't
so
fall
well.
behind.
It's
Don't forget
beautiful.
that you're a warrior of a very special kind. You are a warrior of the mind. Don't disappoint me.
That's actually really cool, Shepard. I don't think I have, like, I had always noticed that Odysseus tended to kind of play around with the ending of the notes whenever they have their duet, but I did not realize that. That's kind of a really cool connection to kind of go with voices. So, the Don't Disappoint Me. It's so good. Like, I love this. This is becoming this is one of those that are becoming like one of my very liked songs on here, especially with this re-record. It just sounds so much more playful. It sounds so much more serious in a lot of senses, and the harmonies in there are just so like beautiful that okay, I'm good. Oh, well, I appreciate you saying that you think I'm gonna become super popular, but like I'm glad with just the people who are in here just oozing over the music with me. It's Odie, don't you dare fumble with that baddie. Don't edge it. I mean, what? Sorry. It's such a cool detail. God, I'm gonna be because my goodbye is the last thing you're gonna be listening to. I'm gonna really look for that small little detail, and thank you for pointing that out. Thank you. I love having discussions with you all about this stuff, and I mean, I'm just going onto this as a musician standpoint, while you all have. And I mean myself too. We all have kind of enthralled ourselves into these pieces. The part that we can have like so many hours of just talking and just gushing over the music. It's so much fun. God, that detail is at the very last goodbyes. Oh, I'm going to be excited to see that though. I am going to be excited to see that. Look, I say a lot of sus things, don't worry. Bring it down and we can all gush about it and talk about it. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Shepard. That's very... I like doing this. This is my thing. Back in college, I used to have to do this and had to write these massive papers about, like, essentially doing what we're doing, just more music theory involved, since I had the physical, like, actual sheet music in front of me. If the sheet music is ever released, I am fucking doing, like, an actual, like, analysis of it with chord progressions and all of that, and kind of going back to my college years of writing papers about this, because just I want to really dig deep into this and see how everything kind of goes with this. So I'm more of a instrumentalist than a vocalist from here, so I enjoy kind of breaking down what each of the instruments' roles are and stuff by there. You all know a lot of the vocals. I work with everything else and combine it, and it makes beautiful music together. Originally, Yuri was meant to die and was the one who survived. Oh my god, I don't think I could imagine Pleiades singing Mutiny. That would confuse the shit out of me. I just can't. His voice is too, like, calm and serene to be going against Odie and everybody else. I don't like that. That'd be too weird. I'm glad they made the decisions to make Eurypylus do it. So I don't think I can, like, oh god, instrument as part of YouTube lacking. I'm trying, but it's this is why I really want, like, the sheet music so I can go forward. What's next? Polyphemus. Okay. Oh boy, I don't want to see this one. I don't want to see this one, guys. I don't want to see this one. Cries already. All right. This is the one I was thinking of. All right, ready? This is the original Polyphemus.
Over here.
Look at all this food. Look at all these sheep. I can't believe this cave has all this for us to keep.
Bye-bye, Shoop.
I've gotta hand it to you both. This is quite the treat. There are enough sheep here to feed the entire fleet.
It's almost too perfect, too good to be true.
Yep, Danger Motive is here too. That's so cool. Ha 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 ha. Just hearing the original Polyphemus voice. Boom.
Hey there.
Giving respect to
We're
the
just
animals
travelers.
that you kill.
We come in peace.
You killed my sheep. My favorite sheep. What gives you the right to deal a pain so deep? Don't you know that pain you sow is pain you reap? Time to drink your blood over where you stand. Your life now is in my hands.
Seals the cave. We're fucked, boys.
Learn that it's not so fun to take. You came to my home to steal.
I know, seriously. Like, this was so dumb of them to do.
A trade you see, take from you like you took from me.
There's been a misunderstanding. We never came here to steal. But now that I see we've done some damage, maybe you and I can make a deal. I'll give you our finest treasure, so long as we leave alive. You can keep
We just
the
fucked.
world's best tasting wine.
Wine?
Have a drink, one sip and you'll understand the power that's in your hands. A wine so fresh, you'd never want to eat human flesh again.
Yo, he lotus
Then
wine.
we shall be on our way. No bloodshed in here today. A trade you see, gift from you and a gift from me.
The gulping and ahs done in time with the music is so cool too.
Stranger, what's your name?
My name is Nobody. Nobody. Nobody.
Nobody.
So clever.
For your gift
I've one to reply.
I'm so glad we see eye to eye.
Good heartbeats.
You shall be the final man to die.
What? Watch out!
Okay, now I gotta stop that there because I don't want to go on because I know it immediately goes on to there. Odysseus microaggression, just a little bit. Like, that nobody line, it is... I find myself singing that line so many times because it's so... Like, it's such a nice, smooth melody. And, and it's... I mean, it's the clever way to kind of get out of this situation. And it's... Okay, I'm fine. There's so many like cool things in here, especially with the cello line that introduces Polyphemus and everything, and like that cello line introduces the melody line that Polyphemus sings later on, and it's such like a contrast that it's cool that it gives us that introduction from there for Polyphemus to then give us the actual melody line of what people are going to focus on. And I focus too much on instruments, guys. Not even nobody cared that. I know. It would have been, I know, eye to eye instead of, yeah. There's a lot of good, like, plays of stuff in here. Minimus understanding the same melody as my real life knows I'm not scared of the water from different beasts. That's so cool. And again, I know they bring back all of this stuff, especially in different beasts, especially in Mutiny, especially in Thunderbringer. It's so many cool, like, callbacks and everything to everything that happened from here. And it's cool. All right, let's hear the updated version, shall we? You can hear the sheep right at the beginning, too.
Over here!
Look at all this food. Look at all these sheep. I can't believe this cave has all this for
The
us to
synthesizer
keep.
sounds so much more haunting.
I've gotta hand it to you both. This is quite the treat.
Just the synthesizers almost sounds like God
There
singing
are
again.
enough sheep here to feed the entire fleet.
It's almost too perfect, too good to be true. Why would the Lotus Eaters pass up on all this food?
I love how they changed Polyphemus' voice in this one. I like it so much better here. Plus the fire cracking in the background.
We're just travelers.
Seducts.
We come in peace.
You killed my sheep. My favorite sheep.
God, I love how the cello just introduces his
What
theme.
gives you the right to
It
deal
jump scared you, that's so cool.
Don't you know that pain you sow is pain you reap?
Like, hearing, like, you have this very daunting bomb, 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 very done in like a cello line, while you have Polyphemus' voice, which is also very heavily synthesized, kind of going in the opposite direction of what the cello is doing. It's such like a cool effect to have such contrasting, moving lines doing that it creates so much uneasiness, so much haunting emotion to that it gives me chills. Like, I have goosebumps all over my arms just kind of hearing that contrast from there. It is so haunting the way that they do the voice and the cello line. That contrasting movement is so and then Polyphemus just taking over the cello line once it goes past that is... It felt more natural. Okay, that's totally fine. I think I like this more updated one because not only... It makes them sound less... The original sounded more robotic to me, while this one sounds a little bit more intentional. But that's just me. Like, it's almost like an echoing thing that you hear, like Rack said there. So it just... I don't know. Maybe just because of the clearness of this, but I know the voice of the Cyclopes was a little bit different for each people, so... it's cool. It is a lot more lyrical. It's easier to pick out the voice from there. But on the other end, and just like what Poo Poo kind of like situated there. It almost sounds more like Polyphemus is speaking rather than singing, like it does with this particular variation from here. With the one that they do here, it's more it's more following that vocal line that the cello is trying to contrast, as compared to more of a speaking role. And it's interesting. It's interesting kind of the differences from there. I prefer the more lyrical, but I know some people might prefer the original one to that. When a character's name is sung or repeated each beginning of the song, is like a boss battle. Yep. But they never say Polyphemus's name, ever. Like, so I know this is essentially a boss battle, but Polyphemus's name is never mentioned. Nobody is mentioned, and maybe that's the one that's bringing it into there, but it's different, so I like it. And I love how I can picture everything and survive, maybe cry the first time I heard it. I do... What I liked about reacting to the Thunder Saga, and I believe it's just not... They do? Oh. Okay. It's sung during Survive. Gotcha. But... Alright, so they mention him in Survive, which I do... Okay, maybe I just didn't remember that. I think I was too hurt over... Okay, thank you. I don't know why I never noticed that before, but that's fine. It's background in Survive is saying, I never noticed that. Okay, that would explain it. It's his name, but it's understood that he's the Thunderbringer. Gotcha. It's in the background chorus, something that I never picked up on that you all 1,000% did. So thank you. Thank you for correcting me on that one. When we get to there, I will 100% hear it. And it makes sense if Survive is the actual, like, boss fight from there. Okay, cool. My apologies, you're all right. I'm sorry. I miss things because I focus on instruments. Cool. So easy to miss, so once you hear it, it's hard to unhear it. Fair enough. I probably just never heard that detail, so that's probably why. All right, anyways, I'm done. I want to go back to this.
What gives you the right to
Dialogue cutscene, that's a good way to put it. Okay. Thank you, friends.
Don't you know that pain you sow is pain you reap? Time to drink your blood over where you stand. Your life now
The strings are so much more prominent in this. And you have the arpeggios in the background just going upward instead of downward instead.
But now you become my meal. A trade you see, take from you like you took from me.
There's been a misunderstanding. We never came here to steal. But now that I see we've done some damage, maybe you and I can make a deal.
Oh, I know. Like, you hear it every single... a lot more than you expect before, so...
long as we leave alive, you can keep
Get those drums, the battle drums.
da, da, da.
Much more clearer.
Have a drink, one sip and you'll understand the power that's in your hands. A wine so
You know, I'm just noticing this too, but all of the string, like, harp synthesizers, everything else in the background, are doing the upward arpeggio stuff. And I know a lot of this, Athena is still watching the reaction of Odysseus, so that's probably another nod to the fact that Athena is watching this whole situation go down. It's just being represented by a very, very synthesized piano as compared to the clear piano we heard back in Warrior of the Mind. I just don't think I never really noticed that until right now. So it's a lot clearer kind of hearing that instrumentation from there. So I bet you that's what they're really trying to work with there. And that's kind of a cool effect from there. I'm very curious to see Zeus's animatics once it kind of gets to there. And the drums here are really giving that more of that da-da-da, kind of going back to the war drum things of Troy, meaning this is a plot. Putting both of those like themes together is cool. It's cool.
you'd never want to eat human flesh again. That we shall be on our way. No bloodshed in here today. A trade you see, a gift from you and a gift from me.
So I'm gonna stop one more time. Sorry. I'm trying to hold off on watching any of the animatics from the Thunder Saga until there's enough for me to make a full video on things. So I am doing the best I can not to look at any of the new animatics that come up, just because, you know, now that I've done my musical analysis by just listening to it, a lot of what I want to see is what the artist's interpretation of this is, and see how much more we can get from like second listens and something. Morals of only instruments, however, Polyphemus is son of Poseidon, which means godly blood. And when you put in the concept of, like, you know, demigods, which essentially is a human and a human and a god bloodline, having both the synthesizers and actual instrumentation there is kind of a good reference to demigods. I love it. So
Thank you. Stranger, what's your name?
My name is No.
also, did we not hear the gulps this time, or was it much less prevalent?
Gift from me.
Is there only one gulp this time as compared to being gulp, gulp, to kind of go along with the beat? Did they change that a little bit? It is much less prevalent. Interesting. They didn't want you to focus on that the second time.
A trade you see.
That's
a gift
okay.
from you and a gift from me.
Yeah, it's just one gulp and an
I'd like to thank you.
You know why? It's because the violins are setting up something in the background. The violins are setting up the Nobody theme. That's why. I didn't even notice that they wanted to blend it more.
Bloodshed in here today. A trade you see. A gift from you and a gift from me.
I'd like to thank you.
Yeah, because they want you to focus more on the violin setting up the next progression. Interesting.
My name is Nobody. Nobody. Nobody.
Oh, that sounds even more... Ooh, I love it.
For your gift, I've won to repay.
I'm so glad we see eye to eye.
It is so cool to pick it apart. I love it. So I wanted to do this so badly.
The final man to die.
What? Watch out!
Okay, cool. Now we're back to her good. Sometimes that's backing vocals and no one around. It's so cool from there. Like, if Odysseus is part demigod, which again, if it's like an 1/8 god, it makes sense why there's times where there's more synthesized instruments as well as like a regular guitar from there. Because there are plenty of times in Epic, and if we're going to kind of, you know, go into that kind of concept there, it could be why they end up using the rock guitar variation so many times when things get so much more serious. If Odie's 1/8 god and they want to use synthesizers to represent type godlike creatures, you have your regular guitar combined with a synthesized instrument, but it's cool. And yes, that scream was a lot more like menacing than it was before, and I like it. Oh boy. It's very heavy horse in the infant because Athena supporting him heavy in the final battle. Yep, that makes complete sense, which is why we probably have a lot less of it when we go forward. Survive. Let's go ahead and look at some deaths. Why not? Yay. The scream is... It does. It's like a jump scare there. It is such a jump scare. Okay, I think this is the one. Yes. I think this is... Fucking A! Immediately I hear it! Why did I never notice that before until now? What the fuck? I am such an idiot! It's literally the first thing they say! What the fuck? Sorry. Okay. I heard it. Thank you for pointing that out. Thank you for pointing that out to me. How did I not hear that? I'm so angry at myself now. I was busy being horrified. Fair enough. God damn it! Why did I never notice that?
My brothers, the rest of our fleet.
Ah, God. Thank you, guys.
Good is dead. Straight ahead, that is who we're fighting. No backup.
I can hear it all the fucking time now. Shit.
So draw out your sword.
Yes, yes, I see why now.
Here and now. Show me how great is your will to survive. 600 lives.
You're right, it's absolutely not,
It's
like,
just one life
if you
to
never
take.
see it, if you're not listening for it, you're not gonna hear it. Jesus.
Our journey's over. No dying on me now. Defeat is not allowed. We must live through this day. So fight, fight, fight. Surround him. Attack from behind. Keep distance in mind and stay in his blind spot and strike his heels. Show him
I
that
know,
we're
it was so clever. I'm so disappointed in myself that I did not hear that until now.
He's strong but he's slow. He can't land a blow if we're out of reach.
I know it's on purpose, damn it.
Stand up and fight for your lives.
Correct, I remember a lot more things every time I re-listen. Ah. About time, shut up.
Captain.
Fucking hate this.
He's got a club. He's got a club.
Ugh.
What are our orders? Captain! Captain!
Pancake time, that's terrible.
You've heard me.
Register the captain and ruthlessness. Oh.
600 lives I'll take. 600 lives I'll break. And when I kill you, then my fate is over. You're dying here and now. Escape is not allowed. You won't live through this day.
You don't want a pancake. Oh my god, you're all terrible. You're all terrible. Alright, anyway. Oh god. The Polyphemus in the beginning. I can't believe I never noticed that until you all pointed it out to me. Thank you. That's gonna drive me nuts because now that's all I'm gonna hear in the beginning now. Oh, da 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 da. Da da da. I love that melody line that they kind of introduce in Polyphemus. Pancakes like strawberry sauce. You're also terrible. It's such a really powerful animatic too. From there, like in the red eyes, except on our polite little red headbanded dude who is now dead cries. So. Screams sound like more fearful instead of musical. Interesting. Okay. Pancake model for Suno, you're terrible. That's not happening. It's not happening. Who's ready for a wholesome song? Yes, because Survive is the most wholesome song that we have. Alright, let's listen to the updated one. I just, now I'm really gonna be focusing on the Polyphemus right at the fucking beginning. Alright, here we go. The new one. God! And you even have the scream of the Polyphemus right in the beginning too. It's so good. It's so much clearer in there. Holy shit, you can hear that so much. It is even more terrifying.
My brothers, the rest of our fleet, they wait at the beach. And if we're defeated, their good is dead. Straight ahead, that is who we're fighting. No backup, no chance for...
Hold on a second, guys. Yeah, I think that was. Hold on a minute. Did I want to listen to something closely one more time. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 minute.
My brothers, the rest of our fleet, they wait at the beach. And if we're defeated, their good is dead. Straight ahead, that is who we're fighting. No.
The danger motive is in there again. It's just done in the bass line, and it's being done super slowly. Wow. I've never noticed that. Like, the bass line, if you listen closely to there, they end up doing part of the danger motive in there as part of the progression and pushing it, like, forward onto there. It's just very deep, and it's very dark, but it is there in the bass line. Holy shit! That one is very, like, very hard to catch. You had to listen closely to it. Damn. Damn! Okay. Damn! Okay. Yes, yes. Polyphemus is the danger motive, then they do the same thing again in the bass line once it gets going.
My brothers, the rest of our fleet, they wait at the beach. And if we're defeated, they're good.
Yeah, that bass is totally
Straight
doing
ahead,
it.
that is who we're fighting.
That's so cool!
No backup, no chance.
So it has
for
an
support,
underlying
so
danger
draw
motive
your
the entire
sword.
time in the
Our
bass
foe
line.
must be thwarted right here and now. Show me how great is
That's
your
so
will
cool.
to survive. 600 lives at stake. It's just one.
Does it play it the
life to
entire
take.
time?
And when we kill him, then our journey.
It's very hard to hear, but it's like, with the synthesized bass on the bottom line of the progression.
Defeat is not allowed. We must live through this day, so fight, fight, fight.
It's very hard to hear, but it is there.
Surround him, surround him. Attack from behind. Keep distance in mind and stay in his blind spot and strike his heels.
Strike the heels!
Show him that we're deadly.
It's a little bit more prominent when the rock guitar
Don't let
comes
him
in.
get close. He's strong, but he's slow. He can't land a blow if we're out.
Yes, I'm wearing headphones, that's probably why I can hear it.
Stand up and fight for your life.
That's what I want to figure out. Sorry, I entirely ignored everything because I went immediately into the bass line there. If you're wearing headphones, you can hear it, and once the guitar comes in there, like the rock, the synthesized guitar, it's a lot easier to hear. I really want to break down what the chord progression of the danger motive is because I'm curious where it's been placed before. I got to see if I can pick up those chords. Only instrumental version. That's okay. That's totally fine. I'm almost positive it might be in there, though. And if it's not, it's very close to it. But I really want to know what the chord progression for the danger motive is now. Because now I have a feeling if these sneaking it into most of these boss fights, it's, the drums really aren't doing it. But they are kind of helping out the pulse of at least what the guitar and bass are doing it in drones. It almost sounds like it's a drone thing. Alright, I'm sorry. We're going to hear the squish one more time. I'm going to focus on everything else now. I went right into bassline mode. Sorry, guys. If it is 1-4-5 for 1, I mean, it might be, but I feel it's a little bit more complex than that.
My brothers, the rest of
Okay,
our
stop
fleet,
focusing
they
on the
wait
bottom.
at the beach.
Focus on
And if
the
we're
lyrics
defeated,
instead.
then good
God,
is dead.
that got me into
Straight
a
ahead,
mode.
that is who we're fighting. No backup, no chance for support. So draw out your swords. Our foe must be thwarted right here and now. Show me how great is your will.
Yeah,
to
at the beginning on process, that's what it is.
survive. 600
Like the
lives at stake.
crushing or spilling
It's
line.
just one life to take. And
It
when
is.
we
There's so many nuances to this that you pull it out so many more times when you listen to it. You're absolutely right. Oh, Polly falling, that would also make sense.
We must live through this day, so fight, fight, fight. Surround him, surround him. Attack from behind. Keep distance in mind and stay in his blind spot and strike.
Oh yeah, at the end of the song he falls. I feel like that might be just him pulling out his club, getting ready or something.
Exhaust him!
Exhaust him!
Don't let him get He can't land a blow if we're out of reach. Find a breach, stand up and fight for your life.
600 lives to save.
Yes, they are way more menacing in this.
And when we kill
And you can hear multiple versions of it, and all being done with this luscious, like, triads that they're singing through here. It is so cool. Like, the progressions that all the voices use is so cool. Yes, very different progressions. I wonder what that guitar line is playing. Ooh.
Captain.
Enough.
Ugh. I hate this part.
club. He's got a club!
Ugh.
What are our orders? Captain! Captain!
Ugh. I hate it every time. I can feel it in my brain. It's too many pancakes, guys.
You've hurt me enough. 600 lives I'll take. 600
And then you have the synths being used as a choir in the background as more souls are being brought up to the underworld.
You're dying here and now. Escape is not.
Those could be screams too.
You won't live through this day now. Die.
I fucking hate you, Ruby. I fucking hate you with that. They'll be stuck in sticks. I want to like look at one other shit. What I just do. That's not what I wanted to do. Hold on. My playlist got weird. I want to hear one thing near the end there. Just see if
I am neither man nor myth.
that is not the right song. Stop. That's the song I wanted.
600 lives.
What are our orders? Captain! Captain!
D minor, B, G minor, A minor, A. Okay. That might actually help me out a little bit easier. Thank you.
Enough. 600 lives I'll take. 600 lives I'll break. And when I kill you, then my pain is over.
Is the synth adding more voices every single time a crunch gets heard?
My pain is over. You're dying here and now. Escape is not.
It sounds like it's getting more heavily textured.
Live through this day now. Die.
I feel like a couple more Oz got added a few more times they got hit, so maybe that could be more. Yeah, it's just menacing. I don't like it. It makes me feel More texture certainly added to the ground. I thought so. So I feel like as more die, I mean that's either the screams or the horrors or more people being added to the underworld as you hear more crunches, and it's just All right, what was the next one called? Remember Them? Was that what it was? I think it's Remember Them, right? Remember Them. I need something a little bit. Oh, God. Too many fruities. Strawberry pancakes. That's what we want. It's totally what we want, right? Strawberry pancakes.
We must move quickly. We don't have much time. He didn't notice I mixed Lotus in his wine. Mark my words now.
You're all terrible, but I love
This
you
is
all.
not the end.
But Captain, what do we do with our fallen friends?
Remember them when the fire begins to fade. For the fallen and afraid, we are not to let them die in vain. Remember them, we're the ones who carry on the flames of those who've gone, and our comrades will not die in vain. I need all
Stop
our
with the
hands
strawberry
on
shit.
This is how we're getting out of here. Use your swords to sharpen a stub and turn it to a giant spear. Let's kill him. His body is blocking the path. If we kill him, we'll be stuck inside.
Captain, where do we attack him?
We gotta stab him in the eye.
Yes, sir. Remember them when the fire
I love
begins
chocolate
to
chip
fade.
pancakes.
For the fallen and afraid, we are not to let them die in vain. Remember them,
We're the ones who carry on.
the flames of those who
Oh, that's super cool. I can't wait to watch the live stream at some point.
Die in vain. No!
What do they do with their fallen friends? Ooh.
Scatter!
Oh, I got the joke. I'm just ignoring the joke.
Who hurts you?
There are more of them?
Who hurts you?
Hide.
Who hurts you?
Captain, we should run.
Wait.
Silence does speak volumes.
Captain,
Yes.
please.
Wait.
It was nobody. Nobody. If nobody hurts you, be silent. Don't go.
Let's
It was
grab the
heartless.
ship
Oh,
and
God.
away we go.
Have you forgotten the lessons I taught you? He's still a threat until he's dead. Finish it.
No.
No?
What good would
God, I love
killing
that
do
piano line so much.
when mercy is a skill
Might even say
all of
merciless.
this world could learn to use. My friend is dead, our foe is blind. The blood we shed, it never dries. Is this what it means to be a warrior of the mind?
Don't.
Hey, Cyclopes! When we met, I led with peace, while you fed your inner beast.
He wasn't gonna dox
But my
himself
comrades
until
will
she had
not
opened up her
die
mouth.
in vain. Remember them. The next time that you dare, choose not to spare. Remember them. Remember us. Remember me. I'm the reigning king of Ithaca. I am neither man nor mythical.
It was Athena's fault for all this. You can blame her for this. I mean, she has a point, but still, like,
Infamous Odysseus!
Like, if Athena had not said anything, then it would be like, eh. We would have never known the name. We would have just left, and maybe we'd still have a crew left. Whoa, it appears on different beasts too. God, made the Cyclops blind few. Oh my God. Athena slander. Athena for war chief. That you figured out the courts and survived. Ooh. So Athena did everything wrong. Exactly. It's not the danger motive. Okay, thank you. Thank you for, I wasn't 100% sure if it was or wasn't. It kind of sounded like it to me. It's an inverted. They fucking inverted it in Survive. Holy shit. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Well, that's hilarious. I love that. Also, my friends, and I guess anyone who's watching this after, I am aware of the difference between motif and motive. I say it so quick that it sounds like motive. I promise I'm saying motif. I promise I am saying motif. I love that the danger motif is backwards. Yes. But I wanted to verify what the chord progression was. That way I could figure out if I was actually right in calling that out. It's just the inversion of there is kind of cool. Anyway, sorry, I need to get that small little thing out of the way. Let's listen to Remember Them up. Post watchers are not friends. But post watchers are friends, and I appreciate anyone who is here watching this long thing as I just kind of, recollect through the first two sagas. So I like that. I just assumed it was your accent. Thank you. Like I had some, again, I shouldn't be stupid about comments sometimes, but I know what a motif is and I know what a motive is. If I need to say motif, it is fine. Sometime to look out for is when the voice coming for just a man, a piano goes down the scale, signals falling at Odie, everything's crumbling down. That's cool. I'll be excited to hear that. But for now, let's hear the updated version of remember them. The piano line is even more haunting, or the violin line is more haunting there. The boom is kind of rough too.
We must move quickly.
I like the kind of filter they put on the first captain, because he's clearly in a trance still until Yuri's voice comes out a lot better. It's so cool. It's so cool. Plus electric guitar. Yep. Distortion of captain is so cool. God.
We must move quickly. We don't have much time. He didn't notice I mixed Lotus in his wine.
Notice how much like raspier the voice is for this now, as he's trying to come out of like the shock.
Captain, what do we do with our fallen friends?
Remember them when the fire begins to fade. For the fallen and afraid, we are not.
It's so much more prominent.
In vain.
Remember them.
We're the ones who carry on the flames of those who've gone, and our comrades will not die in vain.
That die in vain, that's cool. Die in vain, that's so cool that you had all of them kind of pop into there.
To carry on the flames of those who've gone, and our comrades will not
Die in vain. I'm fine with doing pancakes. They're called pancakes, not pancakes. There's just him playing the inverted danger motif. Nice.
His body is blocking the path. If we kill him, we'll be stuck inside.
Captain, where do we attack him?
We gotta stab him in the eye.
Yes, sir. Remember them when the fire begins to fade.
So many more voices besides Yuri's there now.
We are not to let
But his is the most clear, it's so cool.
Remember them. We're the ones who carry on the flames of those.
Just the layering as they're starting to make this plan go. Like, the layering that they have for the soldiers now, it just starts when they're starting to work on the spear. It just being the soldiers. As soon as Odysseus joins in, another layer of instrumentation comes in to show that they're kind of getting a little bit more of their drive, their more of their motivation back. It's such kind of a cool way to try to uplift them after having the shocking killing of a lot of their friends from there. And it's cool. It's such a cool way to do that, and it's much more prominent within this version.
Fire begins to fade for the fallen and afraid. We are not to let them die.
And then Odie will come in, and then you get more of this like deeper kind of sound in, which makes it more impactful. And you got this epic guitar thing on the top. There was like a fourth line of music down there. Guitar, we have the roars. Is there? Are they screaming warrior on the bottom? It's woes or something, but there is another line on the bottom there. If it's just woes, that's still adding to the like the insanity of like a fight, though.
We should run. Wait. Captain, please. Wait.
Oh, they're so. I agree, Amanda. They are so much more impactful to me here.
If nobody hurts you, be silent.
Okay, thank you, Ethan.
Let's grab the sheep and away we go.
Honestly, let's return this motif to where it was. Then we have Athena piano. It's so cool with just that kind of transition into there.
Nobody hurts you, be silent. Don't go.
Let's grab the sheep and away we go.
Have you forgotten the lessons I taught you?
Then we have the TikTok, much more
He's still
prevalent.
a threat until he's dead. Finish it.
No.
No.
What good would killing do? When mercy is a skill more of this world could learn to use. My friend is dead, our foe is blind. The blood we shed, it never dries. Is this what it means to be a warrior of the mind?
Don't!
Hey, Cyclopes! When we met, I led with peace, while you fed your inner beast. But my comrades will
It's so
not
cool to hear all the
die.
layering
Amen.
redone here.
Remember them.
It's so
The
good.
next time that you dare, choose not to spare. Remember them. Remember us. Remember me. I'm the reigning king of Ithaca. I am
The
not
woes
your
are back,
man,
along with like this electric guitar riff in the background behind them. Like, I feel like this electric guitar riff seems to be a way that it kind of is kind of representing Odysseus being determined or making up his mind or something. Because whenever you kind of hear him being a full leader or being 100% made up, you always have this, like, it almost sounds like this improvisation electric guitar riff that seems to be coming back there. Odysseus' anger, there we go. If that's his anger, then that's even a better way to do it. And it's always this, like, screeching guitar solo that's going on to there first. And it's, it's such a cool effect, and it happens a lot within Remember Them. It's so cool. Angry, determined, warlike, thank you. I thought so, but it's like so more prominent in there. Or you can say ruthless.
Odysseus!
God, ending with the drone, boom, is so impactful. Gosh, there's so many smaller details. Yeah, the scream of the guitar just to show that anger, that anguish, that cockiness, that determination is so cool. And the rain stick and the drum, or the drone, not the drum. Thank you. My apologies. That drone is just so cool. The Odysseus scream at the end. I appreciate the originals, but these remade ones are it's so nice to hear them. All right, we're on our last one, guys. We're on our last one for this stream. My Goodbye, right? Yes, My Goodbye. All right, one more. My Goodbye. Remember the detail I told you at the end of My Goodbye? Yes, and I'm gonna be listening for it. The breakup song, yep.
You were reckless, sentimental at best. That's not a teaching of mine. You've grown soft, your dead friends can attest.
Hey!
Put your emotions aside. You're a warrior, meant to lead the rest. I don't know where I went wrong, but I warned ya.
1000%. I'm gonna support the remade ones more than anything else.
Gone. This way, you'll know what your place is. This way, you can't cross the line. This way, when all is over, you'll keep yours and I'll keep
You're absolutely right, Dominique.
This way, you won't disappoint me. This way, you won't waste my time. This way, I'll close the door. Consider this as my goodbye.
That's just like you. Why should I be surprised? Selfish and prideful and vain. Unlike you, every time someone dies, I'm left to deal with the strain. What's a title that he got his land? If I'll never sleep at night, I'll remind you I saw you as a
100%,
friend.
yeah.
But now we're done. This way, you're out of my head now. This way, you won't plague my life. This way, when all is done,
Poo-poo, there was a
you're
whole,
out of
like,
sight and
massive
out of
legal thing they had to
mind.
deal with,
This way, you get what
which
you
is why they
want.
re-released the
This
first two
way,
albums.
you can save
Or sagas, I
your
guess I
time.
should
This
say.
way, you close the door and have your damn goodbye.
You're not looking for a mentor, I'm not looking for a friend. I mistook you for a general, what a waste of effort spent.
At least I know what I'm fighting for while you're fighting to be known. Since you claim you're so much wiser, why's your life spent all alone? You're alone!
God.
One day you'll hear what I'm saying. One day you might understand. One day, but not today. For after all, you're just this day you sever your own head. This day you cut the line. This day you lost it all. Consider this as my goodbye. Consider this as my goodbye. This is my goodbye.
Ah!
This is my goodbye.
Ah! I heard that.
This is my goodbye.
I see what they did there with that. Thank you for pointing that out to me, Fruity. I never would have caught that unless you had said that. That's such a cool interaction there. Oh, man. That's cool. That's cool. They're getting shorter and shorter and shorter. That's cool. That's cool. It's kind of a good way of showing them connecting and then going away. Oh, beautiful. All right. One last, let's listen to how they interpreted this. Well, re-recorded this, I guess I should say, not interpreted, and then we'll go from there. That is such a genius way to like show that, and that's so clever. All right, my goodbye, the last one of this stream for today, my friends. So let's hear the remastered version. Oh.
You were reckless, sentimental at best.
No, not tonight. I'm not going
That's
to.
not a teaching of mine. You've grown soft. Your dead friends can attest.
Hey!
Put your emotions aside. You're a warrior, meant to lead the rest. I don't know where I went wrong, but I warned ya, and you failed the test. So now I'm gone. This way, you'll know what your place is. This way, you can't cross
Those
the
ahs are a lot more prevalent in this version than they were in the original. Like, you can kind of hear them, like, popping forward, and obviously I know that's supposed to be, you know, representing all the dead souls from there, but it's much more powerful.
I warned ya, and you failed the test. So now I'm gone. This way, you'll know what your
They
place
make it
is.
so much more
This
haunting
way,
for this
you
while
can't
she
cross
sings.
the line.
It's so
This
good.
way, when all is over, you'll keep yours and I'll keep mine. This way, you won't disappoint me. This way, you won't waste my time. This way, I'll close the door. Consider this as my goodbye.
That's such an interesting convolution of noise there. And I understand Athena's direction with what she was given for the re-recordings. And I mean, if they're really following the Odyssey, Athena should be coming back, like, not that long from now. So, but she sounds more annoyed. She sounds more done. She doesn't want to waste any more time on it. It's a really cool collection there, kind of emotion. But, like, here's the major thing. I'm hearing 3 different voices coming from here. There's the Oz, there's Athena, and there's something else happening here.
You'll keep yours and I'll keep mine. This way, you won't
Or it's a 4th
disappoint me.
voice.
This way,
Because you have that
you won't
piano
waste
line
my
that she
time.
used. Is that the same piano line that they use for Warrior of the Mind, I wonder?
When all is over, you'll keep yours and I'll keep mine. This way, you won't disappoint me. This way,
It is. It's a slowed down version. It is a slowed down version. Okay. To kind of match there, it's just a slowed down version of the piano riff of Warrior of Mine. That's cool.
cross the line this way. When all is over, you'll keep yours and I'll keep mine. This way, you won't disappoint me. This way,
That's
you
cool.
won't waste
So that's
my
where all of
time.
the voices
This
are coming in
way,
together. I like that.
Close the door. Consider this as my goodbye.
That's just I'd be surprised. Selfish and prideful and vain.
It sounds so much more like
you.
dissonance
Every time someone dies,
for Odysseus here.
I'm left to deal with the strain. What's the title that a goddess command? If I'll never sleep at night, I'll remind you I saw you as a friend. But now we're done this way. You're out of my head now. This way, you won't plague my life.
The nylon guitar. Every time they have that guitar thing, that's that determination.
This way, you get what you wanted. This way, you can save your time. This way, you close the door and have.
Oh, he's so fed up. You can hear from the rock guitar.
Not looking for a mentor, I'm not looking for a friend. I mistook you for
2,
a
3. There's like 4 or 5 voices going on here, all kind of going from there. It's so cool. Like the direction they have is just so much more emotional.
You're so much wiser. Why's your life spent all alone? You're alone.
Smack.
One day you'll hear what I'm saying. One day
She does
you might
sound okay. So she does sound a lot more hurt in this one than the original one by that alone thing, and I think that's a much better direction than being more pissed. Because I know Athena really does actually care for Odysseus' safety, but like that's just like it's a pain there. It's a
One
pain.
day you'll hear what I'm saying. One day you might understand. One day, but not today. For
You can hear it in
after
this.
all your
Just come.
This day you sever your own head. This
Because you go from sad to very angry.
This day you lost it all. Consider this as my goodbye. Consider this as my goodbye. This is
I'm getting chills from this version. I've never heard it, Amanda.
consider this as my goodbye.
I know, Just a Man is just it's beautiful.
This is my goodbye.
And then just having the piano just more prominent with the wind kind of going bum 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 at the end there is the grit of it. It's really meaningful moment. However, in the live stream at that moment there was just a black screen with the words that hurt it, and I feel bad for chuckling a little. How could you not like I understand like you can hear the pain a lot more in this voice than you could like in the original. It's the mental door being just slammed with just hearing just the last little piano riff there, dun da 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 da, and then that's just like it. Man, there's so many good things. There are so many good things with these re-releases, guys. It's I'm over the moon with all of this. Let me go back to my tavern screen, friends. Yes, I enjoyed kind of listening to both of them. I'm kind of glad we formatted it this way, just because you can really hear a lot of the differences between everything, and it's beautiful. Like, I love these re-releases, and I want to keep going with everything, and I'm excited to get more of this content, and I know there's a lot more epic stuff to come forward with too. There's so much to unpack, and I appreciate you, all of you, coming in here and while unpacking it with me. Having you all here with me has helped immensely for me to figure out how to, get this and understand this a little bit more. So I appreciate it a lot. Like all of your inputs have helped me out a lot more than than I would have ever imagined. So thank you. It's I enjoy kind of this kind of going from there. So this live stream is long. I can't help it when I start talking about it. It's what always happens. So and this is why I kind of like how the community and stuff works together, because we all kind of get new things, we all get new perspectives, and boom, it's so much fun. Watch the entire live stream. Oh my gosh. I wish that I was actually like there to watch it, because I totally would have 1,000% watched it with you all. Like, yeah, no, there's definitely, I think the inverted version of the danger motive was in Survive, which is the major thing that I think we kind of like listened and figured out by that point. And it's, I love it. I love it. There's going to be more of these. I actually have a whole huge deep dive into the current sagas that have been released so far, because I've been doing a lot of research on it. I've gotten into script writing. I don't write scripts. I just kind of go along with it and go crazy. So I'm doing that. I might be starting a couple other deep dive into musics and stuff like this, but it's just been fun. Like I never thought I would have this much fun just talking about music for as long as we have. Who, you, what? I'm going to be, we're going to watch the live stream at some point, especially since I at least have access to it somehow. I don't know how. Don't ask. It's not important. We have our ways. and the fact that I've started to actually watch a lot of Casper's videos thanks to you guys and everything else has been amazing. So, and I just going through Troy and Cyclopes Saga again, the amount of references that were in there as compared to, and then pushing them forward to where Thunder Saga was, it's amazing. Crew Direction did a live stream, put it as a premiere later. That's actually cool. That might not be a bad idea. I might have to try to do that. The problem is sometimes when the live streams happen, I am asleep. So we'll have to see what kind of works through there. The Bard has way too many IRL jobs and tries to do this for fun every once in a while. So Mortimus, I have also watched a bunch of Mortimus stuff too, and it's like, ooh, I really enjoy watching everything. The Thing came back to the Thunder Saga, and The Thing and the other thing. It's been fun. It's been fun, guys. Next saga will be a birthday gift. If it's a birthday gift, I'll be even more excited for that one. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. There'll be a lot more epic content coming soon-ish. I'm in the process of, like I said, writing scripts for some deep dives. When more animatics come out for Thunder Saga, we'll go and do those. I'll probably do live stream reactions at one point or another. There's just a lot of stuff coming up, friends. There really is. It's all based on my IRL thing. It's tough. I would love to watch the next saga with you all if I'm actually up for it. That it depends on the time. It depends on so many other things, and but yeah, I think we're gonna about wrap it up for today. Though I have to do a musical in 3 hours, so I want to actually, kind of relax and chill a little bit more before that ends up happening. So I got through the first two, which is what I really wanted to do, and things went well. So I appreciate you all being in here, hanging out and talking. I will be live again tomorrow, same time, just not for this. I do want to continue pushing through 14 where we can hear more music and do more story and shit like that. So there's that, and there's Sunday I'm going to be doing more Kingdom Hearts stuff on another platform. But stay tuned for other stuff, epic and other music analysis stuff, because that's the fun stuff. But thanks for joining, guys. Ruby posted my Discord link on the top there. Go look through the other videos if you haven't yet. There's a lot of cool content around here. Look at the other live streams. Do the stuffs, do the things. I just appreciate all of you. It's been fun hanging out. And yes, I'm online tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern, to play some 14s. And then Sunday I'll be live to play some Kingdom Hearts on Twitch. So tomorrow will be 14, Sunday will be Kingdom Hearts on Twitch. So it'll be around. Thank you. I appreciate you all hanging out. I'm not used to having this many people to talk to when I do these things. So I appreciate the community so much. So always love you all. I need to get to the Golden City. And I need to play Something Rotten. I'm playing Something Rotten again tonight, and it's our second night. Closing night's tomorrow. So many crazy things. So much to do, so much to see, so much more with living the backstreet. Wait, I just started to sing Shrek. I need to go before I go musical crazy. I cray. Alright, guys. I will see you later. Okay, thanks for hanging out today, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye, friends!